Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales from the Geek. I am Aaron the Mechanic.
And I am Dr. Googzilla.
We got some news, and it was San Diego Comic Con, so we got news on news on news, and then
News
we
on
got
news
some
on news.
comics.
Yep.
Both of those things are true. And yeah, let us know if you went to San Diego Comic Con. Tell us what your favorite part was. If you did not, but you've been keeping up with the news, put it in the chat. If you have something you're excited about, please, we want it to be collaborative. Let your friends be our friends be your friends, and be part of our conversation. So yeah, let us know what you thought. But I think we'll go through some of the highlights and then maybe some of the not lowlights, but like things that maybe didn't get the hype that you thought it would.
The low lights, like waiting in line, paying
Yeah.
$15 for a Mrs. Fields cookie.
Seriously though, I mean,
And
I won't even get into that. From the time we went, it was like trying to find some food, but then you step outside of the convention
oh
and there's
yeah,
like amazing food everywhere, but you
it's
have to like
like it's like
leave.
welcome to San Diego. Yeah, yeah. Inside, it's like your choices are a Mrs. Fields cookie and a lukewarm Coca-Cola.
Yeah, and maybe you'll get a pretzel.
Yes, maybe if you're lucky.
But no
But man,
cheese.
I went there a good 10, 15 years in a row. And it was like, you don't know how bad it is until you're just like, this pretzel's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
There's
mind that.
no cheese for it.
I don't mind that this Coke has never been refrigerated.
I don't, and then you take a few steps outside of the convention center and you're like, oh my gosh, this place is on brand and themed and really cool
Oh
and
yeah.
great food. And you're like, oh, or was I just hungry? I don't know. Who will
Oh
really
no,
ever
that
know?
there's that. I love the gas lamp section of San Diego is just great,
That
especially
must be
during
that
con.
area.
The joint is a jumping,
Yeah, pretty cool.
but you
Uh,
always got to remember the convention usually gets out at like 7. You leave an hour or so early. Otherwise, you ain't getting a table anytime soon in any of the restaurants.
oh yeah, yeah, no joke. That's what we got lucky because whenever we would left like early and there was like one table, people were just standing up. We're like sneak in because there were a bunch of us. There were like 6 or 7 of us.
My
It
my
was
secret my secret for breakfast and lunch during con was to get invited to the DC concierge suite, and I just would
ooh,
sneak in, and there'd be all these free food, and then I'd look, and there's like Jim Lee sitting there, and I was like, oh, hi, Mr. Lee, how's it going? Yeah, I did a few comic books for your company. That's okay.
yeah.
It's like,
Huh? What do
who
you
is that
mean?
guy?
That's I want that. I want that sneak. That's what I want.
I was always a good a table friend in San Diego. I would bring free cookies back from the DC booth.
You did the right thing. You
Yep.
did the right thing.
I was like Marge Simpson in the giant coat, just like, who wants some cookies? Here you go, some cookies. There's a brownie in here. Who wants a bag of
Yeah.
kettle
Anybody
chips?
want a sundial? Well, watch. Here you go. Oh
But
goodness. All
yeah,
right.
okay. What do we
You
got?
want
What?
to get into some con news?
Let's do
Some
it.
con news. All right. So some of the highlights that people are talking about. Number one, aliens and predators. Um, a lot of excitement about both franchises. So, Alien Earth, the new FX show, they screened an entire episode. Um,
Ooh, I can't wait for that series.
yeah, apparently people are really, really excited about that. Fans loved it. Then Predator Badlands, the upcoming theatrical release. So that showed the unfinished first 15 minutes of the film.
Ooh, yeah, I can't wait for that. Like, who
I
the
saw the
the
preview, but that's all I saw, and I was
did
like,
you
"Oh, this looks
watch?
good."
Did you watch? Oh God, I don't know why I can't remember the name of the animated movie that they had released on Hulu, but it's amazing. But they
Ooh.
added a couple seconds to the end after credit scene, and if
Oh.
you had seen it, you basically it's like if you've defeated a predator, the predators have kind of come back and got you and put you in cryo freeze. So in the initial run of the movie, you see it's the girl from Prey, and that was it. Fade to black. There you go. And now they've added Arnold Schwarzenegger's character from the first Predator movie and Danny Glover from Predator 2 are all frozen in the Predator ship. I was like, that's amazing. I cannot wait for a sequel. But I cannot recommend that. I can't. I do not know why. For the life of me, I'm trying to share our feed. Al is here. How you doing, buddy? You need cuddles? But yeah, I highly recommend that. It's so good. I'm happy with where the Predator franchise is going.
That sounds pretty. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yep.
So yeah, you're not the only one apparently. That got some. Everyone's pretty hyped up about those. Okay, going on to the next like hype item. Wile E. Coyote. You know, after that, the movie Coyote versus Acme, it was canceled, and then it has a release date, and there was apparently some really funny footage that was shown, and yeah, so people are pretty excited about that.
Trying to get back. I tried to show everybody Al, and my camera decided to refocus.
Oh,
Come on.
I missed that because I was looking at my other screen.
It's okay.
Now I see your
I'll fix it.
beautiful blurry face. Wait, why am I blurry too? What did Al do to me? Al, why?
Cats.
Why?
If he was a dog, it wouldn't be this bad. Come on, focus. Focus.
Although I will say my dogs open that door and it looks like a ghost is here because it just like knocks it open. And you're like, what is happening? And you're like, because you can't see them because it's like below that, the door is right there, so you can't see them. Oh, Al.
Yep, he's gone. Maybe it'll focus now. But until then, keep talking. I'll talk as if I'm in a haze.
He's in a haze, everybody. He's in a haze. Okay, so the project Hail Mary, apparently they pulled out like the giant screens for Hall H, which
there we go.
Like if you've got a con, then which like I didn't know this even though I went to con because I did not stand in line for any of the long projects or like the screenings, any of that.
The dreaded Hall H line.
Exactly. I just did not. I was like, why are people standing in line? I'm like, oh no, not dealing with that. But this year they did Project Hail Mary, which is a 2026 film starring Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, it's actually, if you ever seen the movie The Martian, it was based off a book. Same writer of The Martian wrote the book Hail Mary, which
I did not know that.
So that's why that movie is getting some hype. It looks great, like the trailer. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm in.
They did almost 15 minutes of the movie, and yeah, epic sci-fi. So yeah, I hadn't heard much about it until like checking this out. So I'm glad you had. But yeah, everybody was there. Well, not everybody, but like Ryan Gosling, Andy Wyatt, Phil Lord, and Chris Meyer. So we're all there.
Yeah, because Hall H, that's where all the like Saturday Hall H, you got people camping out.
Yeah,
overnight.
That's one where it's like that's what you do. It's like if you're gonna do that, you either have one like you're can't like that is your event.
I was okay. Like Hall H is crazy now, but way back in when did Iron Man come out? 2008. Well, the year before that, I was in Hall H when Jon Favreau came out and debuted the first footage of Iron Man. Like, it was hysterical because the way he did it was he came and was like, anybody, I've been working on this film, Iron Man, before the MCU, it's like, based off of this comic book called Iron Man. And so he started showing footage. It was from the old 1960s Iron Man, like, cartoon. And, so the lights came up and he's like, so what did you think? And everybody's just kind of like, ah! And then he's like, well, I also have this. And then it's the scene of him flying through the air next to the jets. And the place went nuts.
That's so cool.
And then it was a couple years later. I think it was like the last time I was ever able to get into Hall H. They did the Iron Man 2. And you're just kind of like, oh, this is pretty cool. Jon Favreau's there. They show some footage. And then Robert Downey Jr. comes walking down the aisle with the Iron Man glove on and the repulsors all lit up. And the place went insane.
So
like
good.
Hall H is the place.
Yeah. So maybe worth it to stand in line, but maybe.
Another Hall H. It's like when I started going as a professional and I was in Artist Alley. Artist Alley is next to the wall of Hall H. So on Saturday,
can you hear everything?
So on just about no, so on Saturday you'd be sitting there, you got the crowd, the con, goers and all that, and then all of a sudden you'd hear like, kaboom, and then yeah, and you'd be like, I was sitting next to a great artist friend of mine, Karen Hallian, and we'd look at like the program and be like, oh yeah, it's X-Men's going on now. So you could
You're
always
like
tell like
almost you need a door, like a secret door so you can like sneak over and like see
I
what's
always
happening.
joked about digging under the little like
Yeah.
partition wall, you know.
Just gotta see what's happening over there.
Hello,
Hello,
Marilyn.
Marilyn. Good to see you. Thanks for
Welcome.
finding us on a Thursday. I have a quarterly business reviews on Tuesday, so we had to push it back. But San Diego Comic Con, big deal, so we still had to happen this week.
We are here for you. All right.
Definitely. There's so much news, so many things.
What's next?
This is one Xavier be super excited about. When we were in Portugal, we went to a convention, although this looks crazy. Lego. Every company wants a booth at Comic-Con, but Lego, they do it big when they have one. And so they had a massive model of San Diego Comic-Con
I saw that. I
itself. It's
wish I was there
freaking
just to see that.
insane.
Like, not just the convention center, the city.
Yes.
Like
Cosplayers, like
it
over 200,000 bricks.
yeah, it was like scale. You're just like, it was amazing. Like, we got to find it and we'll post some pictures of it.
Yeah, 8,000 minifigures, 1,500 hours like to design and build.
Insane. Like, I thought like when they did the to scale like Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings, that was impressive.
Insane.
Like, no, this is like whenever I saw just the convention center, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then it just pans out and it's the city, it's the buildings, and it's all the people.
So crazy. So crazy. Like over 8,000 minifigures. So explode. Yeah, we will definitely post that on our site if we haven't yet. To your point, it's super cool. Okay, the other one. George Lucas showed up on the last day.
His first San Diego appearance.
Yep.
If I didn't regret not going this year before, because he's opening, I believe, like a George Lucas like pop culture movie museum, and they're gonna have like Luke Skywalker's land speeder, like the whole thing, like the real thing is gonna be there, as well as all these props. I mean, because you remember like you had Skywalker Ranch, and he had like I've got like 8 barns full of this Star Wars stuff. I kept it, so I assumed like, if I'm gonna make a trek across country to a museum, it will
be that for sure. Yeah, and like apparently the discussion was focused on like the intent of the museum, and it's they wanting to keep that art accessible to the masses so that people can see it, and like especially whenever he doesn't want like propaganda to erase the history that he's created there. So that's super exciting, I think, and I agree with you. That's a trek I will definitely make to check out. Maybe we could do it together. Fund it.
I know. Let's see if we'll task the Geek fund a field trip out to.
Do it when it's there. But yeah, super super cool. I know. I wish that that makes you wish you went to like San Diego Comic-Con for sure.
Oh yeah. Like, did they say where it's going to be located?
I don't see it here.
I think it's we'll have to look into it. Like, if it's in Burbank, I got a friend in Burbank I could stay with. So
see, even better.
Then I'll do a live feed. I'll be like, Aaron, I'm here at the Lucasfilm, the George Lucas Museum of Cool Stuff.
How's the weather there? No, I'm inside. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Oh, goodness. Well, speaking of weather, I don't know why this isn't really a great segue, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Pennywise the Clown was also a big hit. So Welcome to Derry. It didn't have like a full panel or anything, but it did get a really good showcase and did the opening scenes of the first episode.
Yeah, it's like I guess like a prequel / maybe sequel series. It's going to cover before and maybe a little after, all about like, because it's all like mentioned in the book, in the movies. This is like, here you go.
Yeah, and they did it at 9 p.m. on Saturday night just to like freak
Oh
everybody
wow.
out here, right? Like that would have been so absolutely terrifying.
They told people about it by having like guys dressed in clown suits coming out of the sewers.
We
Like,
all float down here.
okay, no lie. Okay, so I was in San Diego the year before the first the remake
Oh
came out,
God. Oh God.
and they
No.
they
The great.
had they had like around the city at random intervals. You never saw their faces. There were people in yellow raincoats holding red balloons, just wandering about.
No, no. It's like that smile. Oh my God, the smile.
Oh my god, those movies.
Yeah, like, and oh my god, but yeah, but the way that they did the marketing for that, they just had people like that, like at a baseball game, just
And like
randomly.
and like the camera would be like, and I'm like, what's going on there? And he's
Yeah.
like, and she's like,
Like,
yeah.
oh my God, terrifying. Absolutely
I
terrifying.
haven't seen the second one. The first one was too scary for me.
Did I watch the second one? I don't think I watched the second one. I don't think I did. I need to, but yeah, the first one. The psychological thrillers get me so much because it's like, is it in my it could happen to
Oh,
anybody. And
those
is
give
it
me
in your head? It happens to real people, like,
those are scarier than any like slasher film to me. Like
Right.
a slasher film, after a while, it just becomes funny. You're just like,
Yeah.
oh look, he killed that lady with a Buick. You're just like, but
Don't fall down.
it's
Next
those
time,
like
tie your shoe.
it's those psychological ones where you're just kind of like, am I awake or am I still dreaming?
Yeah. But
I
the
don't like this.
psychological ones are
Oh
like,
yeah, because there's
is it real
especially
or is it not?
especially
You
like
don't
Smile,
know.
when it's just kind of like, oh, you've seen the Smile. No, there is nothing you can do now. You just have to wait this out until you die.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
and or is it all in people's heads or is it really a demon thing? It's just like, oh,
stuff like that. Yeah, you're just like, no.
yeah, terrifying. Okay, so on to the next thing. Another, I told you we had a lot of news. Another, uh, I guess good hitter was Peacemaker. So
Oh yeah,
they got a
the trailer
panel.
for season 2, and then well,
They had a
of course
panel too.
James Gunn was there because Superman's out. Apparently, he got a standing ovation.
Oh, did I mention that George Lucas did? He also did.
Oh,
But yeah,
yeah, George
of
Lucas.
course.
It's
Like,
his first Comic
come on,
Con ever. That's
come
like
on.
he was among his people. There's going to be like they probably had to tell him to stop. Like, come on, guys, it's okay, stop it.
Yeah,
I,
it got to talk at some point.
I gotta
Exactly.
talk at something. All right.
I have something to say. I have something
Free
to say.
flannel shirts for everyone if you just stop right now.
Yeah, I have something. The Shining was far more scary than Friday the 13th. Yeah, exactly,
Oh
because it's
yeah.
like in your head, and then it's also somebody that you know and love, and like,
It's like, am I going insane or
yeah.
is
And
something
is my
happening?
loved one going insane?
Also,
Oh.
are you locked in a closed like resort in the mountains of Colorado during a snowstorm?
Right.
That's like, nope, don't like that. Nope, nope.
Don't like that at all.
Especially when the
Uh, uh,
elevator just
uh,
pleads.
uh. Yep. Okay, Interview with the Vampire. It's still a year away, but we got a first look of that. So that's pretty exciting. People were all about it because people are about let's see, showing our that's about it. That's all I got. Not a lot of the details. So that's exciting. You get a first look. Last but not least on the highlights, Clown in a Cornfield, an indie horror movie that it already hit theaters, which I did not realize that. But they were trying to highlight the upcoming like streaming, that it's going to be streaming.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be a horror movie, but it's also kind of like, a fun horror movie, believe it or not. And apparently got a big splash. People really were about that. So
Well, Cloud scammy and Cornfield scammy, so this should be
spooky haunted corn maze. Gotta love it. So corn mazes were like, I'm from Kansas, so like corn mazes were such a jam.
Oh, we have corn mazes. We got Connecticut, Massachusetts.
Look at you.
It's New England. This is where the scary like fermented and then spread across the we got Salem up north. We got to the west. We got Sleepy Hollow. It's in a nice location here. Yeah,
you got it all.
We do scary up here.
So we'll just do a few of like the, I guess you'd not lowlights, like I said, just like the things that if you were going to be hyped about it and you may not have quite been what you thought, or maybe you weren't hyped about it because you knew it wouldn't be. But one of those things is like comic book movie fans. There was a lot of cosplay for comic book movies fans,
Mm-hmm.
but like not, I mean, we just don't have a ton of them coming out at this moment. Like Superman and Fantastic Four just came out, like they just
Yeah, like
were coming out.
July we ate good on comic book
Yeah,
movies. I mean, I saw Fantastic Four last Thursday, and
I did
it's
too.
amazing.
I did
Saw
too. It was so good. I
Superman two
cried.
weeks before. Oh
Of
my god.
course I cried.
Oh my god! At the end, I know what you cried at. I know
Yes,
what you cried at.
you do.
Don't want to ruin it, but like,
About make me cry now.
because
Like,
I was sitting there too, and I was just kind of like, he'll fix it.
yeah.
He'll fix it.
Stop
But
it. So good.
he loves his mama.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, Superman was great, but like the next Marvel like MCU movie is the next Spider-Man movie, which just started filming now. I mean,
Yeah.
usually we're used to like they are just cranking these out, but
Yeah. It's like,
Kevin Feige's trying to like course correct and go for quality over quantity.
yeah. And so that's what Rick said. Marvel had a Magneto cosplay. Exactly. There's like a great cosplay of
There was a
Magneto. It was
there was a
huge.
no, it was the Galactus. The Galactus. You see that
Oh,
guy in that? Like people
no, I
thought it
did
was
not.
AI, and the guy
Whoa.
published video of him putting on the suit. It's amazing.
That's really cool.
Like, I'm gonna be at Terrificon next week, and there's always a guy who shows up in like the Hulkbuster armor, and like when he walks by, like you're just like, how do you how do you get into that thing? It's like stilts, but yeah, the Galactus guy was amazing. Like the eyes lit up. It was like a full like. It was one of those ones where if you saw it, you just be like, "Kudos, sir! Kudos! You win cosplay."
Yeah, that sounds, oh my, that crazy. I need to go look at those pictures because, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, you're not gonna like this one, but some feedback, you may disagree, some feedback about Tron was that although they had like they had effects, they had stars, they had footage, and they had a booth, but they said from like what is it about? Who are the characters? Like kind of a deeper dive into it. They said they didn't feel like they really got what they were looking for. So if you feel
Ah,
differently, feel free to
hey,
speak up.
they're keeping a few things secret. I mean, the whole
Yeah.
thing is like, I was like, new Tron movie, and it's like Jared Leto. I'm just like, okay, okay, all right. Jeff Bridges is in it. Oh, okay, all right, hold on. But I mean, that new trailer, I was just like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, Jared Leto showed up. I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. There's Tron stuff going on. I'm just
Yeah.
hoping they connect it. I mean, there's got to be some kind of connection with Tron Legacy, the second one. I loved that movie. I mean, you had a great soundtrack by Daft Punk. I mean,
That's right.
Trent Reznor's doing the soundtrack for this one,
It's
Tron
got to be
Ares.
good, you think.
It looks amazing. It looks like the
Yeah.
whole idea of the programs are coming out into the real world. So
Yeah. And honestly, maybe that's it. It's like sometimes we're in the world of like information overload where people always want more information, but maybe it's
oh
okay to
yeah.
like not, like not do that. Like, not have too much information on something. Sometimes trailers, I'm so over them basically showing you what the twist or you know what I mean? Like, or
Oh
what
my
the
god,
bad thing's
yeah.
going to be. I'm like, no, like, why do
Like
you do
like
that?
like I believe like with the latest Captain America, what is it? Was it New World Order or whatever?
Yeah.
Imagine if they did
Oh,
not
yeah.
tell you that Red Hulk was in it.
How cool would
Like
that have been, right? Like,
like
why didn't they keep that secret?
but man, I think they showed every ounce of footage of the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
But like, imagine you're watching the movie and it's like, okay, this is pretty interesting. All right, and then you see Harrison Ford Hulk out, and you're like, I was not expecting that. All right, cool.
Yeah, I feel
There's
like a lot of times a lot of like that some of the twists, that's why like when I've kind of been gravitating toward horror and psychological thrillers kind of because you don't know what's going to happen in a
yeah,
lot
like
of.
the Hollywood needs to just rein it in a little bit. We don't need to know everything, but because it always seems like you get that teaser and you're like, okay, awesome, and like part of me is like, that's it. That is
I don't
all
need
I
any
need.
more. Yeah.
Stop it. And then like it'll be like inevitably like 3 days before it releases, they'll be like, here's a new look at it, and you're just kind of like, well, all right,
Just
I'm
watch
pretty
the
sure
whole movie.
this is how it ends, right? And then you get in the theaters, you're just like, oh, okay. But
It was
oh,
correct.
but that okay. What one last thing about Fantastic Four? That first after credit scene though.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the theater's just like, what's going on there? And then I don't remember the last time I've been in like a Marvel movie where people like at the end were just standing up and like, yeah, it's go
Yeah.
time. So it was really good to be like, it was a nice packed theater when I went to see it. So
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I told Xavier because he and I went together to see it. He was like, "Okay, time to go." I was like, "No, no, no, no. You sit. You
no,
wait. No, child."
no, sweet child. This is a Marvel movie. You must
Yeah.
wait. Trust me.
And there may be a second or a third. So you just sit until it is done, till they're rolling the curtain up or down or telling you to get
I
out.
do want to go see it again in like IMAX just so I can see Galactus as like
Oh,
tall as
that'd be
Galactus is,
terrifying. Yeah.
because it was just like
Yeah. But like, yeah, crazy.
it
Like
was
Rick was saying, yeah, I bet that cosplay had to be like freaking 9 feet tall or something, is what
oh
Rick
yeah,
said. I'm like, I'm sure.
it's insane.
I'm
I
sure
gotta find
it
I
is.
gotta find the video of him like putting it on so you can see like how little the actual person inside that suit is, and you're just like, did he have a camera inside? Like, I'm telling you, cosplay has gotten insanely complicated. Like,
Yeah.
and like super detailed. Like, there's sometimes I see cosplay where I'm just kind of like, will a Hollywood like costume company hire these people to be,
Probably. Probably
work on their stuff?
that's probably why they're like, all right, this is my resume now.
Exactly. Here's my sizzle reel.
Yeah, here you go. Okay, last piece that I was gonna touch on is the Friday the 13th franchise. Speaking of which, since since we were saying slasher versus psychological thriller,
Hmm.
that some people said were saying that okay, like there's just not enough there yet, like we get like a quick trailer of sweet oh my, is that right?
We have only been filming
Like
for a month. All right, give us a
yeah,
break.
that's like it's like pretty short. So just like not quite, but cool.
And
But
supposedly, I mean, this is like I don't know if it's a I haven't heard if it's a remake, another reboot or whatever. But it is
mm-mm.
technically the 13th Friday the 13th movie, if I remember correctly. If I do the
Ooh.
math, so this is going to be interesting.
Ooh, that'd be
Hmm.
pretty cool. New era, 13th of the 13th. All right, that's all the news. I'm sure there's a bunch of other news, but if you have things that you were excited about, put it in the chat. Um, let us know. We would love to hear. Love
Yeah,
to
if you were
hear
there, love to post some show us some pictures.
pictures. Yeah, show us what was cool. Um, all right. Oh, you want to do? Let's do the one last piece of news from San Diego Comic Con. If I can share my screen. Share my screen.
Sharing my screen.
Don't look at this first one. I'm gonna go backwards. Oh, I'm not gonna go backwards.
That is a comic book. Those are
Nope.
more
There you go.
comics. All right. Yes, we got listed in. Oh god, I have to find the article, but top 10 like hidden things in the San Diego Comic Con, because my collaborator with the book, Shannon Eric Dent, he was out there Friday and Saturday at some crowdfunding panels, and we introduced our Kickstarter, which went live last Wednesday, and within 48 hours we got our fun. We reached our goal, and now we still got 21 days going, and
New goal.
more people support, but we got a bunch of new stretch goals. And all the stretch goals coming up will add more to the book. So if you're thinking about supporting, please do now. I mean, you have 21 days. We're kind of reaching the middle zone where every day I look and I'm just like, okay, well, we sold a couple today, but I know there's people who like to wait for the last minute. But you support now, we get the tiers going. The book is going to become awesomer. Like, we're going, like, the first one after this is we're going to add I call it a research gallery, because I had done a bunch of fake Polaroids of cryptids taken like out in the field,
Oh,
and
I love
I did
it.
about like 8 or 10 of them, and we're going to add those to the book as like a research thing. And then the tier after that is we're going to add 2 new cryptids, and we're going for the U.S. territories because we want to add to the book, and the book is the United States. So we're just like, how about U.S. territories? So we're going to do Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Island cryptid, 2 of
That's
those.
awesome.
And then the next one is going to be American Samoa and Guam. So those are, I really like, if people stopped supporting right after that, I'd be happy because then the book gets to be even more. So check that out on
I
Kickstarter.
get those stretch goals. That's what we want.
Yes,
That's
the
what we
stretch
need.
goals.
I was just pulling out my phone to scan it. So pull out yours.
Yep.
Do it
You can scan
right
that
here.
QR code right there. I'll tell you. And I've been sharing nonstop, and thankfully, Tales from Geek has let me, share too. And so check it out, please. Support if you can. If you can't, please share and get the word out.
Do it. Do it. Do you want me to go to these books or do you want to share your books first?
Let's go. Let's go to the graphics first.
All right.
All right, coming out this week, we've got Star Wars High Republic, based in the ancient times of the Old Republic. This is a new series, the finale, which they are wrapping up this High Republic storyline. The battle has been won, but it's never fully done after that last battle. So this is kind of a picking up after that and what it takes to bring the universe back into harmony. So check that out, new limited
Back into
series.
harmony.
All right, and there's a brand new Speed Racer series if you're a fan of the anime from I believe the 60s and 70s, or the Wachowski movie, or just you love Speed Racer. He's been around forever. Brand new series from Mad Cave. Speed Racer doing what he does best, racing and solving crime. So if you're a Speed Racer fan, celebrate. You've got yourself a new series featuring your favorite racer of speed.
Racer of Speed. Speaking of Racer of Speed.
All right, we got Savage Wolverine. This is a one shot kind of a horror, a more I guess you'd say like R rated horrific take on Wolverine. I'll go to my cheat sheet. It's like Wolverine cuts a bloody path through the American West. So check that out if you're a Wolverine fan. New I believe it is a one shot. So check it out. Wolverine being the best he is at what he does, even when what he does isn't so good.
Why do these people have hands all over their heads?
You're gonna have to get the book and read it. All right, the Bring on the Bad Guys series continues as Loki is brought into the fray. This is Bring on the Bad Guys Loki, in which Loki is brought on to fight Mephisto, who's been using a weapon called the Soul Forge, or threatening to use it, and I believe in this story, Mephisto, like in a bargain with Loki, Loki has to go collect one particular soul, who's also the avatar of the Egyptian lord Khonshu. So he's going after Moon Knight. So check this out, latest installation of Bring on the Bad Guys, Bring on the Bad Guys, Loki. Check it out.
That all? That's all the books I have.
Is that all? All right. So I've got some stuff here. Let's see. Let's go. This one I had to like read a few times and find a description. Like it is a very eclectic, dense book called
Whoa.
I Tyrant. All right, this is from Image Comics, and the basic premise is you have an ancient Persian warlord god who's basically like kind of like how there's no churches to Thor. The belief in him is kind of subsided, so his power is dwindling. So he's on the verge of being forgotten when he possesses or tries to possess the body of this like playwright to get him to write about him. So he's it's kind of like American Gods, where like you had all the old gods that like the gods disappear once there's nobody to remember them or to worship them. So this is, like I said, this is a trippy book from Image Comics. So check it out if you like weird stories and even weirder art. The art is cool, so check that out. All right, Next books I got are the opposite of eclectic and weird, but still entertaining. We got nice one shot from J. Michael Straczynski and
Ooh.
awesome artist Philip Noto. Spider-Man versus the Sinister 16. This is a one-shot, amazing art by Phil Noto on the interior. It's basically Spider-Man with like just one night out where nothing happens. And
I don't
surprise,
believe it.
surprise,
I don't believe it.
surprise, surprise, a lot of villains of the Marvel Universe pop their heads up to just ruin that. So check out Spider-Man versus the Sinister 16. All right, and from DC Comics, we
Ooh.
got California Love. All right, the super family is off to California in a nice thick anthology of stories. You've got Supergirl, you got Lois and Superman on their own adventure. Crypto's got his own thing. Bizarro's even got his own story, taking place in the Sunshine State. So check that out. Like I said, it is a beefy read. You're gonna need your Silver Age bags to hold these, as I like to say. It's a thick one. All right, and then finally, because it's both my favorite Disney character and my favorite Marvel character, out this week is What If Goofy Became Spider-Man? And you gotta love that classic Amazing Fantasy 15 cover. So
So
this,
good. Who
so
did the
this
cover, says Rick?
of what
Probably the
of
last one?
of which one? Oh,
Probably the
this
last
is
one because it popped up right before, so I'm guessing.
Mark Takara did
That's
the
cool.
amazing artist, awesome Supergirl cover. I believe that's the cover B. But here we go. What if Goofy became Spider-Man? And I mean, it is. I can't explain it any better. It is awesome, awesome art. And Goofy becomes Spider-Man. Goofy gets bitten by a giant radioactive spider. I think that's the funniest part. I flipped through it, and the spider's just enormous.
Oh
And
my gosh.
so Goofy's got. I have not got a chance to read it yet, but I mean, check it out. I've been loving these, like, what if like Mickey and Friends became the Fantastic Four? What if Donald Duck became the Hulk? All that great stuff. So check it out. That's the
Scott
latest
says,
one.
"Hey everybody. Hey Scott. Good to see
Hey
you.
Scott, how's it going?
Good to see
But
you."
that is all I got for comics. But be sure to check your local comic shop for anything else that I might not have addressed this week, and or just support your local comic shop. Speaking of comic shows, I will be at Terrificon. I don't have a graphic, but next week, the 8th to the 10th in Uncasville, Connecticut at the Beacon Sun Casino. Always a great show. It's the 10th anniversary of the show. Mitch Hadlock, he puts on a great show, and it's just been growing by leaps and bounds every year.
Amazing.
So check that out if you are in the area. It is definitely worth the trip if you're in and around Connecticut.
So that's this weekend? Is
That's
that next weekend?
next
Next weekend.
weekend. Next weekend, the
8th.
8th to the 10th of
There you go.
August. I can't believe
8th to the 10th.
I can't believe it's August tomorrow. It's
Get out of here with that. Isn't that crazy?
no
Oh
wait,
yeah,
is
and
it wait, is it
we will be out the 5th.
yeah.
So you'll have to
Yes.
catch us up that next week. We will be back the 12th, but the 5th we will be out. You'll be prepping. I'll be traveling. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll have Turficon stories for when we return.
Yes. Terrific. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Well, thank you for joining us. It is our highlight of our Thursday this week, but normally Tuesdays we go live at 6:25 Central Time, and Googs has got all of
Gotta
our
do
fun.
gotta do the tri-
Cool off a little bit.
gotta do the
Gotta cool off.
trifecta.
Gotta do it. Now it's turned into like 5 things, but we got it. We got it. And we will see you guys live in 2 weeks at 6:25 Central Time on the 12th, and we will see you then.
Bye, everybody.
Later.